What's going on, everybody? I'm Sha. This is the Dollar Tree. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Yes, okay. Timestamps are in the description, and the YouTube algorithm is in my messages. Again, talking about hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button, hitting the bell notification so you know when we upload a new video. Make sure you hit all, okay? All right. So anyway, in this video, of course, we're going to talk about the Chainlink price prediction update and go over the chart. Now, before we get to that, though, there's a few things I need to tell you guys about. This channel has been doing pretty good. You know, we could do much better. So, you know, we're going to be expanding our video, I guess you could say, subject line. All right. So the announcement that I have to make for you guys is we're going to be starting a series called, I don't really know what it's called, but I have an idea. So right now, the idea that I have in my head is guaranteed money, but that may change. So let me give you an explanation. We're going to be doing a video series, one video a week, about coins that you can invest in that are pretty much solid coins that aren't going to go anywhere. What do I mean by this? Okay, we know Bitcoin isn't going anywhere, right? We know that. We know Ethereum isn't going anywhere. Okay. We know Chainlink isn't going anywhere. Okay, Uniswap, Binance token. We know certain coins just aren't going to go anywhere. So those guaranteed videos are going to be those videos particularly geared around the chart analysis and entry points as far as those coins are concerned. So let me know what you guys think. I know most of the requests are people asking about, you know, reviewing new coins or reviewing their favorite coin and asking as well, oh, what should I invest in? Do you think this is a good investment? Listen, we don't give financial advice on this channel, okay? But what we do give is a perspective, you know, an overall opinion of, you know, our views on the market here at the Dollar Tree. We're also considering changing the Dollar Tree as well, you know, since we're on the subject, right? So because by growing the channel and expanding the channel, we need to be more visible and not connected to something that's more popular than us at the moment, right? Changing the name of the Dollar Tree, yes, as I mentioned before as well. If you guys have any ideas on that, any names you have in mind, let us know. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any ideas on the series of guaranteed money of, you know, a different name, better yet, if you have any coins you'd like us to potentially have entered in that series, let us know. So yeah, we like to see if you guys ideas for the name of that series. Let us know in the comment section below or DM us on Instagram at the.dollar.tree. So we know your opinion. Speaking of the market, right, and guaranteed money, man, it was a good run, right? Everything that's been going on in the market, okay. I'll give you an update. Sushi, I gave you guys Sushi on a silver platter, bullish above 110. It has stayed above 110, came down and actually retested at $1.07, slightly below 110, but is still bullish right now. All right, so there you guys have it. Uniswap is struggling. However, I gave you two support levels where you can have potential entry in that range for continued move higher in a bullish scenario for Uni. And Algorand yesterday. Algorand yesterday broke out and went all the way straight to the target that we drew out in yesterday's video of 3252. Actually exceeded it slightly depending on certain exchanges. But nonetheless, you know, with the pullback, came down, retested where it broke out from, and is, you know, currently trending back up in the northern direction. So if you like things like that, videos like that, that can help you out just a little bit in the market and give you a different perspective or some reassurance, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive in to Chainlink. All right, weekly chart per usual is where we start. Yes, that was supposed to rhyme. Let me clean up this chart a little bit. What I'm looking at and what you are looking at is a little bit different. But this is the weekly chart. And as you can see, I drew like this upward channel, this rising wedge. And I broke to the downside of that, but continued higher. So on the weekly, man, listen, this just crossed bullish on the MACD on the weekly. If the momentum continues in the market, this is going to go bananas. All right, you're going to even have an even more parabolic move toward the end of this run up after a pullback, I presume. Listen, it is very, I want to pull back because, you know, I'm a bear. Yes, more money in the market means more profits for the run up. You should be a bear too. You should only be a bull during the bear cycle. All right. Reverse psychology 101. Buy red, sell green, not buy green, sell red. All right. We got that because it's the Dollar Tree after all for now. So immediately, that's what jumps out to me that I see looking at this screenshot is the bullish momentum that has been building on the MACD, and this could be big. Or you might get a smaller rise in the MACD as far as momentum, but still an impulse move higher. Okay, because you had less momentum coming from the red negative end of the MACD. Okay, nonetheless, let's go down to the daily. Okay, I need you guys to see something very important on this daily. Do you see this line that I have highlighted emulating a break to the downside? Okay, I'm going to show you two screenshots regarding this. Because to the right, you can see the price action for the measured move of a break to the downside of this rising wedge was $7.07. Now I'm going to show you the second screenshot where I drew that line directly where the red candle is. Let me give you a slight zoom in on this where it actually did break out of this range. However, man, bullish momentum yanked him right back. He tried to go down and tie his shoelaces and he caught an uppercut. Okay, so you got back into this range and started trending higher. So what I want to do now is I actually want to extend. I want to show you a third screenshot extending this range, this rising wedge, so we can get a better idea, maybe broadening it just a bit to get an even better idea of what the frickin' frack is going on with Chainlink at the moment. All right, third screenshot. Here we go. As you can see, this looks very healthy and very accurate. You've got 1, 2, 3. I break outside and then up back into the range, 4 touches on the bottom. Even after it broke to the downside slightly and caught that, all you get back into the range, sure you can, however you say it, back into the range, you bounce at that same trend line, right? So, hey, this is too legit to quit. All right, now also all the way up to the top where the price action is closer to now, you can see it got rejected at the top once I extended it out. Let's go. So let's go down to the 12-hour and see what's going on a little bit closer. Here on the 12-hour, you can see that after reaching the top of this range and getting rejected, it took a little bit of a hit like the rest of the market, but it didn't take that much of a hit, a very slight drop in price. And you know, for me, that's telling me this asset is very strong. You know, we've known Chainlink to be very strong for a while now, and it's recovering as we speak. Now, all right, let me go back to the daily. I want to go back to the daily. Let's go back out to the daily, because remember when I gave you a setup for this before, when I said, can we put in a 4th higher high? We didn't. That's where we broke out of the range down and put in a double bottom and continued higher. So what I'm going to do back on this daily now, I'm going to show you a separate screenshot of this double bottom where we spoke of, and we spoke about entry at that point and the price targets being $13, $14. I didn't draw it out completely, but I just said $13 to $14. All right, and where are we at now? We're almost at $15 actually. So even better. Okay, so on this screenshot here, you see it all. It's all here. All right, I've still got the second one highlighted. The double bottom where it bounced coming out of the range and continued higher. That was a setup that I presented and an idea for you guys on the previous Chainlink price update video. At the end, of course, I will go into the prediction aspect of it and whether I still believe we'll get there. Now, since we were already on the 12-hour, let's go down to the 8-hour. Let's cycle down to the 8-hour and see what else we can see going on here. All right, here on the 8-hour, we still don't see much. You know, we just see how the price, kind of got slapped down a little bit after reaching the top of this range. Now, if this price decides to come all the way back down to the bottom of this structure, this rising wedge, that price is, okay, let's say it comes down a little bit further up in the range, a little further up in along the rising wedge. You're looking at about $12.85. All right, that is assuming that the price comes back down. You know, you get a little bit of some accumulation and price retracement along up to about let's say $13. Let me draw what I'm talking. I'm just going to draw a line. I'm not going to do a ghost. What is that thing called? Will you prognosticate with the chart? Anyway, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to draw a line from one end to the other to show you what I mean. So on the right hand side, okay, here we go, 8 hour. This is what I'm talking about. If the price decides to come down to retouch here, that's $13.10. So let's assume, you know, low 13 to high $12 range, especially if there's a more precipitous drop in price from Bitcoin. But that may not be the case. If Bitcoin decides to trend in a downward direction as far as Bitcoin dominance, what do I mean by Bitcoin dominance is, you know, if you're not know how that works, that's called money flow in the cryptocurrency market. So Bitcoin is the parent, it is the parent currency. So if Bitcoin decides to trend higher, BTC pairs are going to be heavily affected, and in many cases USDT pairs as well. And if it decides to trend lower and the money flows into altcoins, BTC price stabilizes and trades sideways slightly lower, while people migrate their money into the altcoins, and the altcoins start to increase in price. If that is the case, the altcoins start to increase in price, then this is going to be a strong recovery move for Chainlink to continue higher. Okay, let's go down to the 4 hour and let's take a look and see what we see on this chart. So let me get rid of this line that I drew. You guys can't see it, of course. So, all right, getting rid of this line that I drew. You know, I don't like going lower than the 4 hour, but you look like you are starting to garner bullish momentum on the MACD, starting to head higher. All right. Now, it's difficult to really trade and gauge entry in this wedge. So the only thing that I could tell you was this: buy the breakout, not financial advice. If you are to trade this, hypothetically speaking, you will buy the breakout to the upside of this wedge. All right. Let's talk about the good, the bad, where the price could go. And then I'll finish my thoughts on, you know, whether I think the price will still get to my prognostication. So if you break out from where you are now, let's draw this. If you break out from where you are now, look to the right of your screen, where the blue boxes are on this screenshot. Your measured move is going to be where you put in all-time highs, $19.70. How did I get this number? Huh? Okay, let me show you. I'm going to draw the line from previous resistance where you were rejected to the top of this line, and that's also going to give you a price range. Let me do that now. I can do it from the candle body, or I can do it from the wick. I'll do it from the candle body. All right, so I'm going to draw this line straight across, and that's going to give you, let me see, what's this? $19.32. Now, I'm also going to draw it from the, oh, hold on. That's a little off a little bit. Let me bring that line down a little bit better than that. So that's going to give you $19.17 from the candle body. And let me draw it from the candle wick as well, which you guys are seeing now. That's going to give you $20.07. So there you have it. That is a very bullish scenario. Now, if you reverse this, all right, and you bring this candle, this line to the downside from where it breaks out, then that'll give you the price targets for where the price could potentially go. If this decides to pull back to the bottom of this wedge and go to the downside. Hypothetically speaking, like I said, if you decide to trend more closer to the upside, to the upward range of this rising wedge and break lower, then your price target, as you can see to the right of the screen, is going to be $8.99 or $9. All right, now let's just say suddenly we get a dip in the market and you get down to that $9. That might be a very, very, very good buying opportunity for Chainlink. All right, so as you can see on the screenshots as well, the price has gone up to slightly over $15 during the making of this video. But yes, let's talk about my prognostication and whether I believe it still will get there. Do you really have to ask me whether I believe that? Because Chainlink has continued to prove to us and show us just how strong of an asset it is. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Chainlink eventually usurped XRP for its position in the market as far as market cap. I would not be surprised at all. I mean, the growth rate of that coin, the popularity of it, the backing behind it, yes, I do think we're going to still reach that prognostication. What is that prognostication? I said $30 to $35, then $40, and now, don't listen, I wouldn't be surprised if it did reach all the way up to $50. From current price, that's about a 4.5, 5x. That doesn't seem too unrealistic, especially if we receive, even though less pronounced, as described by the MACD, a more impulse move higher, a strong impulse move higher. It's still going to be around that $40 to $50 range, in my opinion. But hey, we shall see. But anyway, that's all I got for Chainlink. Okay, announcements. I did that. Hey, video request. You already know what to do. Let us know in the comment section if you have any questions or requests. Anything more substantial, challenges, things like that, go ahead and DM us on Instagram at the.dollar.tree. Yes, I'm Sha. This is the Dollar Tree. And I will see you guys in the next video. Appreciate everybody for watching and subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. You guys are welcome. Hey, Patreon. A quick Patreon mention. Man, we're getting this close to that 500. We're getting close and close. We're not extremely close yet, but wow. Pretty good sub jump over the last few days. Of course, the market is popping, so the enthusiasm around cryptocurrency is increasing. And as long as that maintains, you know, we'll see a pretty good growth in the channel. One last thing before I jet up out of here. Hey, even though a lot of people are enthusiastic about cryptocurrency in a downing market, in a bear market, no worries. Because on this channel, we're going to talk specifically about making money in the down market as well as passive income to supplement not being able to get those bull market good feel gains. I'll see you guys in the next video.